here we are. One last time.
There must be some way to get the iron bell to lower onto the cauldron.
I'm thinking this.
There must be a way.
I think we should probably shut the cauldron first. We'd better shut it.
Okay.
There must be a way to lower the...
But then what way is that?
There must be a way to lower... There must be a way to lower the... There must be a way to lower...
This down here, maybe.
There must be a
No?
way to lower the...
Then how?
There must be a way to...
Oh! Right. This.
That poster.
This was upside down because it
Taped to
rotates.
a pipe on the wall.
The pipe looks a little loose. Do you think it's supposed to move?
There it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So that's how the cauldron locks.
What do you know? It fits perfectly. So when the iron bell is placed over the cauldron, it can be used to lock or unlock the lid.
It could, if we can work out how to activate it.
Both at once.
I can't quite reach both handles at the same time. Maybe if my arms were a little
Bigger.
longer.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to stand there with your face pressed into it.
I'm not.
Because there's two of us. We can take one handle each.
Oh, right.
Do it. But that leaves two people that it could possibly be. Three, maybe.
So
The
that's
top part spun around. That mechanism, it was really fast. But there's something in particular I think we should take a look at.
that little metal part isn't supposed to be there, huh?
I wonder.
A heavy iron bell, the fragment, a small metal fragment that was lodged into the iron bell. That's where something has been attached, because it spun really quickly. And that's how it killed Mortuga. And it might be a piece of coral. Okay. The unveiling of the Illusion Theater. A murderer and a thief.
Let's put this together, shall we?
Go ahead.
So, Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out of it. And that's when he was killed.
Okay, but how was he killed?
The iron bell.
The
Yeah.
iron bell.
We know that the cauldron lid is unlocked by that screwdriver kind of thing on the iron bell.
And so, if Mortuga wanted to unlock the cauldron, he'd first have to lower the bell into this room, like we just did.
You
Yep.
know, we've actually got evidence for this. First-hand evidence, no less.
First-hand evidence that the poster. Yeah. The illusion poster. Where is it?
Ah, that's not it.
What do you mean? Something or someone showed us a vision of Mortuga and the Iron Bell? A vision. The fuck are you talking about now?
Nope.
The hell do you mean a vision?
Nope.
What are you talking about? A goddamn vision. Oh, this. Right. Right.
Hex had a memory of seeing Mortuga through the window of the Illusion Theater.
Oh yeah, look at that. The dark shape that lowers down in front of Mortuga. That's the iron bell.
Must be.
Because it was swimming
Then to
around
actually
by itself.
unlock the
Yeah.
cauldron, you have to turn the handles on both sides of the bell.
Yeah, well, we just did that too. It was easy.
I mean, sure, if you've got two people taking one handle each, but how did Mortuga do it?
He had help from someone else. He used a special tool.
He had help from someone else. On second
Then
thought.
to
No.
actually...
Yeah, well,
Are you
we
sure? But how did Mortuga do it?
Well, he would have had to use a special tool then.
used a special tool.
On
second
Nope.
thought. Yeah, well,
Sure.
Okay, so
How did
they are
Mortuga-
referring to what I was talking about before, because he has huge arms, which Tadpole said. I believe Tadpole said at one point that, like, I have huge arms, and so does Mortuga.
he did it by himself.
You think?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's even a record of him trying to do this once before.
Is there? What kind of record?
Felicia Stonetop's diary, from their time on the Dearest Selena. Magnus put his arms around it to turn the things. He can just about reach, but I told him not to do it like that. Might not be safe, since we don't know exactly what'll happen. So I said we could do it together, one each.
So Mortuga could do it by himself, but only just.
Right, only just. In order to reach both sides, he had to place his body directly up against the bell, just like you were trying to do before I told you not to.
And that's what got him killed?
Because something was attached to this. A knife, a sharp stick. Or, let's see. Was removed from, was glued onto, was designed to fit into. A knife was wedged into this metal thing to kill Mortuga when it rotated around. No.
Was wedged into a metal thing to kill Mortuga when it rotated around.
That's not right.
Okay. Sharp stick. It could be a sharp stick. Was wedged into. Was screwed into. Was removed from. Was glued onto. Was designed to fit onto. A metal thing was designed to fit onto the iron. Well. To kill Mortuga when it fell down.
A metal thing was designed to fit into the iron bell.
It wasn't designed for it, so that's wrong.
Around.
Almost.
Yeah.
Maybe just...
Was wedged into.
A metal thing
Yeah.
was wedged into the iron bell to kill Mortuga when it rotated around. Mortuga was cut straight across the neck when the upper section of the bell swung around.
Yep.
We saw how fast it goes, and it's really heavy. It must have a whole load of force behind it.
The little metal thing. It's not actually part of the iron bell. Someone must have put it there.
Right, the culprit, presumably, knowing it would kill Mortuga if and when he tried to unlock the cauldron. Only it's, kind of small. Even if you did press up against the bell, I'm not sure it's long enough or sharp enough to cut you.
That's because part of it has fallen off.
It was longer, but it's been broken in half. The part sticking out of the bell isn't the complete murder weapon. It's a fragment left behind when it was broken, presumably when the culprit took it back out.
A fragment of what? A knife?
No. Let's see. Black box. Open. No, not from the black box.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Some that belong to the culprit, some that belong to Mortuga. A broken compass that's in the progress of being fixed. It was in displaying grip's shop. Yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something that belonged
Sure
to
about
Mortuga.
that?
The part sticking
A
out.
fragment of what? A knife?
Something that belonged to the culprit. The
Yeah.
part
What do you
sticking-
mean?
a fragment-
A
Okay.
fragment of
Now
what?
it's doing this
A knife?
where it has a very specific set of logic again. I'm pretty sure that's like part of a compass needle. No, a compass needle wouldn't be strong enough for that. I might be wrong. There's a bottle, broken compass. What else could be? Like, my theory ever since we brought the treasure was that somebody used a sharp piece of coral. Because coral could be sharp as a motherfucker.
A fragment of what?
But then
A knife?
something taken out of the black box. But, Oh, taken out of the black box. Right. I was looking at stuff that was still in it. I'm a dummy.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something taken out of the black box.
It was something taken out of the black box. An old wooden box, the wand open. It was laying on the bed in the captain's quarters. Did you open it? Have you tried pushing the diamond thingy? Perhaps using the key. I cannot turn mine eyes while lies within. The box is a very recent addition. I think there may have been a catalyst that led to Mortuga's murder. We found the film reel. We found a ripped scroll and a black-edged envelope. The ripped scroll was part of what? Hold on. Back. The ripped scroll was part of the ocean map here. Open.
That's not it.
Okay. The most important of the 3 items that were taken out. Oh, so it is the ripped scroll.
Nope.
Okay.
That's not right.
Hold on. The most important part that was taken out. Ripped scroll and black-edged envelope. So it's either that or the film reel.
That's not it.
So then you want the black-edged envelope. The envelope, the wax seal, the postmark, the stamps. What part shows what's been removed? Oh, the wax seal. Wait, no. The imprint. What imprint?
The envelope's empty now, but there's an imprint of what was in there when Mortuga first opened the box. It's pretty clear. You can see
Oh,
exactly
shit. I didn't
what
even see that
shape
at
it
all.
is.
Scissors.
Okay, but what is it?
Scissors.
And why was it in that envelope?
It's a pair of
A
scissors.
pair of scissors.
Really?
The envelope's empty.
It very clearly is.
Okay, but what is it? And why was it in that envelope?
It's shaped like a pair of scissors. Hold on, a necklace. There it is. Okay, I'm a dumbass.
Okay, but what is it?
A necklace.
From the figurehead. Yes. Okay, I forgot about that. I'm stupid.
We'll get to this later.
Motherfucker! It's... No, wait. No, wait. I'm fucking up. My god. I keep having an idea of where it wants to go and then skipping a couple steps. There it is.
It once belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She's wearing it in the painting. I'm pretty sure she is, anyway.
I don't know. It doesn't show the necklace very clearly. It's half hidden in her dress.
Something that shows the full shape of the necklace. That well... Oof, that's not... Well, it could be the action figure, because it's very, very clearly based on her, but... that's not very strong as evidence.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do we have a picture of Stonetop anywhere? A large statue or carving that shows... Oh, so now you want the figurehead. All right.
Here it is, as worn by Selena Stonetop, Felicia's mother, who presumably passed it down to her daughter. I'm assuming that's why it was eventually sent back to Silkworm, back to its original owner after Felicia died.
So, the mourning envelope was sent to Fellow Manor, and then Selena, or Governor Fellow, or whoever, they put it in the black box.
And then eventually Mariana comes along, finds the box, brings it onto the submarine, and hands it to Magnus Mortuga.
Who then opens it while he's in the captain's cabin with the culprit.
Evidence of Mortuga opening the black box while he was in the captain's. Well, we have that on the pipe.
This is the right clue, but let's be...
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way, it slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
What happened next?
Well, we know Mortuga didn't stay too long in the captain's cabin, since Mariana told us he came back into the control room.
So, maybe Mortuga left the culprit in the cabin with a necklace?
And that's when they could have wedged it into the side of the iron bell, so that if Mortuga attempted to unlock the cauldron by himself...
It would be the last thing he ever did.
And a
There's
thief.
something I don't understand.
What?
Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out, and that's when he was killed.
Right?
So why was the cauldron empty?
The cauldron was always empty. The culprit stole the contents of the cauldron.
The culprit stole the contents of the cauldron. That's the only way to explain it.
But how did they get to it?
How did they get to the cauldron? You mean because the room was locked?
Well, not technically locked, but Mortuga turned the wheel to shut the bulkhead door from the inside, and he shut it tight, probably as tight as he could, and by all accounts he was pretty strong.
The culprit was strong enough to open the door.
The culprit was strong enough to open the door.
Or,
Sure,
no,
he shut it tight,
because there's
probably
a
as
fucking
tight as he
hole
could,
above they could
and
have
by
jumped
all
down.
accounts,
The
he was-
culprit didn't need to use that door.
How did they access the crime scene? Because from the cabin...
They came in via the
Yeah.
captain's cabin. You know, through the hole in the floor.
Surely Mortuga would have made sure nobody could get into the captain's cabin.
How?
How did Mortuga stop people from getting into the captain's cabin? The eye. The eye was the only way to do it.
He had a key, he would have locked it.
You think?
Definitely. Since he'd have rearranged it like we just did, moving the desk and the rug to reveal the hole. He wouldn't want anyone wandering in and seeing that.
So the culprit would have needed the eyeball key.
Mm-hmm.
But how? I doubt Mortuga left it lying around. He probably took it with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mortuga did take the key into the illusion theater.
But then he died in a locked room. So how did someone else get hold of it?
Stayed in the illusion theater, land in the bilge, land in the airlock, was lost forever. Land in the captain's cabin. The vent under the cauldron. The eyeball key fell through the vent under the cauldron, landed in the captain's and landed in the bilge.
The eyeball key fell through the vent under the cauldron and landed in the bilge.
It fell into the bilge.
Remember how it smelled kind of weird? That's the bilge water smell.
So the eyeball key just happened to roll across the floor and into the vent?
No,
No,
they
it didn't happen
pushed it
by
in there.
accident.
The culprits tilted the submarine because we've heard like the whole thing.
The culprit tilted the submarine.
How did the culprit tilt the submarine with the ship's wheel? The valve wheel, the axle, the newer part. Wait, where did that?
This is the right clue, but let's...
Making the submarine surface tilts the front end up and the back end
Oh yeah,
down.
that's right. That's what she said. The
Move the
front
whole
part makes it go up and down.
Just for that?
Yep.
Did we, have any evidence for that?
Aside from most of the suspects mentioning it in their statements.
Oh yeah. Anything else?
Phenomenon observed at the crime scene. A clue found in the control room.
A clue found at the crime scene.
The bottle that broke.
The moon vial. How is that evidence of the submarine tilting?
It makes sense if you know where it came from.
Oh yeah. We found a part of it that got left behind.
Turned around. We got the dropper here.
So the moon vial rolled right off Mortuga's desk and through the hole in the floor.
Yep.
Anything else?
A clue found in the control room.
A clue found in the control room.
What did we find in the control room? Captain's jacket, submarine blueprint, command contract.
That's not it.
That's a record of the submarine suddenly surfacing. Oh, right, the logbook. Which part of the evidence of the submarine suddenly surfacing? The weird fucking writing. That's why it messed up.
A log card from the day of the murder. It shows the depth of the submarine.
It starts at 0. That's when it surfaced. Presumably that's when Mariana came on board. It steadily goes down, but then later it suddenly goes back up again.
Anything else?
A phenomenon observed at the crime scene. Phenomenon?
A phenomenon observed at the crime scene.
The stool falling over?
Nope.
Okay. I mean,
Nothing.
the blood.
Martinez
Yeah, because he
blood.
like, blah.
Pulled out first, but then started running down towards the bilge vent.
Yes.
Once the culprit had the key, they could let themselves into the captain's cabin, which, as we know, gave them access to the crime scene from above.
They climbed down the rope, through the hole, and into this room, where they were free to take the contents of the cauldron for themselves.
Yes.
Although, to get out, they'd need to climb back up the bell rope, meaning they'd have to leave the illusion theater with the iron bell still lowered onto the cauldron.
Right, well, I figured they just turned the rope winch manually. I'm sure you could, even if it's not how you're supposed to do it.
And after that, all they had to do was cover the hole back up with a rug in the desk.
And lock the captain's cabin on their way out.
This way, everything points to Madame Tadpole, right?
It's about time we went to speak with everyone else.
Mess hall?
Let's go.
Where did everyone go?
Wait, do you hear that? I can hear them arguing. I think they're above us.
In the parlor? What's going on?
Safest way to make sure nothing happens to make it worse.
But then it's
Stop
still
watching.
I
Not
can't
really.
feel like
Not
this
any
is
more than you were
the last
before.
time
Look, I
Oh.
till we can.
Cynthia?
Oh, so we
You
could have
have
checked
vis-
on them at any time, or?
Hi. Hey,
We're back.
what's going on?
Cynthia's decided to lock us in.
I've just locked the foredeck access, just for the time being.
How come?
She may have gone mad. We're still assessing.
She's worried the culprit will attempt to escape as soon as they're named.
Oh, we're naming the culprit? Lovely. Been looking forward to this.
We're still doing that? I thought Cynthia fired the detective dudes.
She didn't fire us.
On the contrary, we've been pretty busy.
Oh? Doing what?
What else? Solving the mystery.
Okay then, let's go. Chapter 6. The Murder of Magnus Mortuga.
Last time I'll be in the same.
I'm not a fan. Not at
So what are we looking at? Do you have the murder weapon?
No.
Kinda?
Right, kinda.
Cynthia, maybe you should have fired them.
No, look, listen to me. Mortuga was killed by the mechanism of the iron bell. It lowers onto the cauldron and they fit together. It's a big mechanical lock.
Right, and there's this little metal thing wedged in the side. It's not part of the iron bell itself, but it was
Okay, so she's just explaining everything we just figured out.
got in and out without ever opening or closing the bulkhead door.
So they didn't have to say the whole thing again.
The murder weapon.
It's a necklace?
Felicia Stonetop's necklace.
And it's still missing.
Right, apart from a small fragment that snapped off and was left in the iron bell.
And Mortuga was killed because he tried to take something out of the cauldron?
Take what out of the cauldron?
It can only really be one thing. The one thing that all of this has been about.
Whatever was on the map.
That's not right.
What do you mean?
That's not it. The mermaid's tongue.
Right, this. Oh, that's Zephyr reacting. Alright, let's see now.
The mermaid's what?
It's a kind of ancient artifact. Mortuga found it on a sea voyage years ago.
Right. The same voyage captured on this film reel and depicted in this bottle.
Captain Felicia Stonetop and her helmsman, Magnus Mortuga. They went off into the ocean on a ship named the Dearest Selena.
And came back with a mermaid's tongue.
And that's what Mortuga kept in the cauldron?
But it was empty. It's been empty since we discovered the murder.
Quite right. If this mermaid's tongue came out of the cauldron, where's it been this whole time?
Well, we found it in Dr. Zephyr's cabinet of curiosity.
Did you? Fascinating.
But what is it? What does it do?
Well, we have the caretaker's journal to tell us that.
This is the right clue, but we want a specific...
What do you mean? I'm looking at it right now.
The mermaid's tongue, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
Requires a special key to operate. Huh.
A key? What kind of key?
Wait, facilitate communication? What does that actually mean?
It's a translator. When worn over one's head, the mermaid's tongue allows you to commune with the mermaid. Thus the name tongue, referring not to an appendage, but to the language spoken by the mermaid.
How nice.
Anyone gonna tell me who the mermaid is, or...?
The creature in the painting.
So there's a painting, painted by Selena Stonetop, we think.
And a photograph taken with a submarine's underwater imaging system.
And, why would you need a translator to talk to her? She's not local, or what?
She speaks a language none of us could understand. It is said that attempting to commune with her without harnessing the mermaid's tongue would drive one mad.
But how does it work?
Nobody knows.
Nice. Convenient.
It is a powerful and priceless artifact.
Oh, it's powerful, all right. Look what it's doing to all of you.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I'm buying into this thing. Kinda just looks like some grody old leather mask.
Let me see it a little closer. It's found in the cabin of curiosity. It's not complete. There's something missing on the top here. Possibly the dream funnel.
Looks like some grody old leather mask.
That's because it's not complete.
How do you know?
So this image here, it's a photograph.
Yep, there's
of
something on the
drawing.
top there.
A cropped photograph, too. The good news is, we've got the real thing.
The two parts to make up a complete image of the mermaid's tongue. Yes, here we go.
That's not it.
Well, not in that place, at least. And here we go, the other half of the written scroll. So the coral fits on top. Ah, the coral did
Turns out
figure
the
into it
ocean
somehow.
map shows what it's supposed to look like.
Boop. There you go. The eyes. I mean the eyes. Oh yeah. Are the gemstones. Yes.
Oh, sure. Just help yourself to the stuff in my personal treasure chest. I don't mind.
That antenna. Is that coral? It looks sharp.
It is, and it's hard, like crystal. I'm pretty sure it explains the scratch marks in the cauldron.
But why did Mortuga keep it locked in the cauldron?
Because he wasn't able to unlock it, because the direct sunlight would destroy it, because he wanted to keep it hidden from everyone. Well, he was able to unlock the cauldron, we know this, because direct sunlight would have destroyed it?
did Mortuga keep it locked in
Because he wasn't able to unlock
That's
it.
nonsense. Sorry, I
Why
misclicked.
did Mortuga keep it?
Because he wanted to keep it hidden from everyone. The mermaid's tongue being on board was a secret Mortuga was keeping. The cauldron was covered by the sailcloth and locked in the storeroom, and Mortuga wanted to keep it that way.
It's true. When he saw my poster, he told me we had to keep the cauldron covered up.
Why the cauldron, though? Wouldn't it have been less conspicuous if he just kept it in a wooden crate or something?
Keeping the mermaid's tongue in the cauldron wasn't something Mortuga came up with himself. Even before he ever found it, it's just where it's always been kept.
Evidence to show the mermaid's tongue has historically always been kept in the cauldron. Ah, shit. Ship in a bottle, her painting. No. Fuck. Which one is this then? Not here either. Did we not have Zephyr's letters? Read. What was it? I mean, here, yeah.
There it is. See? In the cauldron, beneath the iron bell, beneath the wooden buoy.
But that was a long time ago. How do you know the mermaid's tongue was still in the cauldron at the time of the murder?
Well, Tadpole told us about someone she saw on the aft deck shortly after the murder. She described it as a demon, with a single horn and glowing eyes.
Yes.
The culprit wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Right. We figured they'd
So it's
just
not
taken it from
Tadpole.
the cauldron after killing Mortuga.
So the culprit knew about the mermaid's tongue, knew what it was, knew how to use
That
it.
leaves Zephyr and no one else.
Definitely.
But Mortuga never really told us about any of this. How did the culprit know about it?
Because they were the creator, because they forced Mortuga to tell them about it, because they were the third person on the Dear Selena voyage. Could Zephyr have been along for that?
Because they were the third person on the Dearest Selena voyage.
The third person?
In addition to Magnus Mortuga and Felicia Stonetop, I assume.
Right. It was a crew of 3, not 2.
And what evidence have you collected to support this?
Evidence? Let's see.
Mortuga's film reel, the audio recording Mortuga opening the black box, the ship in a bottle. Well, yeah. No, that's not it. The ship in a bottle. Let me see the ship in a bottle. Ship in a bottle. There it is. Yeah, there's one missing.
Let's see. The ship in a bottle.
The ship in a bottle feels cold to the touch, is very fragile, rattles when you shake it. Because a model of someone else has been painted onto the bottle, has been removed from the bottle, is hidden inside the ship, has been stolen from the ship, is stuck to the outside of the ship.
The ship
No,
in a bottle
no.
rattles when you shake it because a model of someone else is stuck to the outside of the ship.
Not
Almost.
quite. Yeah. Has been painted, has been removed, is hidden inside the ship.
in a
Yeah, there we go.
bottle
I
rattles when you
misclicked. I was
shake
being a
it
dumbass.
because a model of someone else is hidden inside the ship.
I knew there was something in there. Someone in there.
Yeah, she's
Let's
talking more
see.
normal now. The audio of recording Mortuga opening the black box and Mortuga's film reel. Let's just check them out real quick. Not that one.
You really want to turn...
Mortuga. Oh, yep, here it is. Wow, I didn't notice that at all until now.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's see. Mortuga's film reel.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Spooky.
Let's
Very.
see.
And then there's the audio recording. I gotta hear that.
Let's see. The audio recording.
What recording is this?
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
There it is. Mortuga is talking to the third person from the voyage. Yes.
Mortuga is talking to the third person from the voyage.
Is he? I only hear the one voice.
What explains the curious nature of the audio recording of Mortuga opening the black box? What explains the curious nature? Wait, what? I'm not sure. This.
That's not it.
No.
That's not it.
Okay, now, what malfunctioning piece of technology explained the curious nature of the audio recording? Malfunction? Oh, what?
That's not right.
What do you mean? Malfunctioning pieces of technology. I mean, there's only really the phone and...
Nope.
The fuck are you talking about now?
That's not right.
The compass. That's not really technology, though. The radios.
Before it reached Miriam's
Yeah,
pipe,
okay, yeah.
the audio was transmitted from the cabin to
Yes,
the control room by
yes,
these
yes.
radios.
Right.
Only they're faulty.
She said she heard it.
Or
right.
one of them is, at least. It turns itself on and off every few seconds. The cadence happened to line up with the conversation, so you only get Mortuga's half.
Huh. That's quite the coincidence.
It is.
Personally, if I'd written that, I'd feel guilty.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Mr. Werman.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. Quite a bit of evidence as it stands.
All right, but does any of that tell you who it actually is?
Potentially, yeah.
The remarks made by Mortuga on the audio recording. The ship in a bottle rattling when you shake it. That doesn't do anything. The door opening in the background of the film. Well, yeah. Let me see the film again.
Potentially, yeah.
The ship in a bottle rattling when you shake it. Nope. Stop.
Potentially, yeah.
God damn it! The remarks made by Mortuga on the audio recording. Let me just hear that again. I believe I have something I can offer in payment.
Potentially, yeah. The door opening in the background of the film.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Nope.
I think maybe potentially, yeah. The remarks made by Mortuga on the
Oh, okay, so
yeah.
so then it's
the ship in a bottle rattling when you shake it.
Wait, the model person inside the ship? There's a way to work out who it is?
I can think of a way.
Let's do it with logic and reasoning, shall we? First, we'll compare the ship in a bottle with Mortuga's other wooden model.
Oh, the town. Where did it go? Ship in a bottle, model town. Yes, okay.
The model town. What about it?
The people in the town? Or the people who aren't in the town?
People who aren't in the town.
What do you mean?
Mortuga and Felicia aren't in the town because they're on the ship. Selena too, I suppose, since she's the figurehead.
I don't think they're who she's talking about.
It's important to remember that the model town is specific to Mortuga's life. When adding the model figures, he only included people he had dealings with. And he only detailed the buildings he was familiar with. The rest are just generic blocks. With this in mind, there's someone else who should be here, but isn't.
Godric.
Mortuga made a detailed model of Grip's shop. It's not a generic cube like everything else, which means there should be a model of Grip himself. But it's not there.
But why would Mortuga include Grip in his model town? Did they know each other?
And if they did, how did Grip end up going along on Mortuga's ship?
Evidence of Mortuga's dealings with Grip that led to him coming onto the voyage. Let me see. Magnus. Ocean Voyage. Felicia's been trying to get a hold of a particular map. She said it will lead to something really strange and interesting. She said something that could change our lives. Evidence of Mortuga's dealings with Grip. The voyage turned out to be quite ill-fated. Since returning, I've been quite ill. Felicia sold the ship and left town. I believe she took the opportunity to do these things while I was bedbound.
That's not right.
Okay, so not quite this. It's in the right... I mean, we have this. From my personal collection, I really hadn't intended for you to see it. The map? Well, the fact that it's, you know, here. Yeah, I forgot about the record sticker on the back.
There's a sticker on the back of the map. It's a service record from Grip's shop. Mortuga hired Grip to interpret the ocean map, which he did. But Grip didn't ask for payment in money. Instead,
he asked to come along.
Come on the voyage.
This isn't proof. Not really.
Well, there is one thing we could...
Do it. If you don't, I will.
Break the bottle. Well... much like before. Oh, this is interesting. Come on, Godric. You in there? Sure enough, there he is. That's his hat. Holy shit.
Mr. Grip being on that ship isn't actually evidence that he murdered Mortuga. What about the murder weapon? What happened to it?
Right. Nor is this evidence that he used the mermaid's tongue. Wouldn't he have needed that special key?
Grip still has the murder weapon. Grip still has the key for the mermaid's tongue. Grip has both the murder weapon and the key.
Grip still has both the murder weapon and the key.
Because he still has the cane. He made a new cane.
Nope.
No, okay. That's... moron. He still has the he had it sitting in the engine room process. The compass. Yeah, I was thinking that too. But I was just thinking about the whole cane thing. But yeah, it's the compass. Because both things are in here. The murder weapon and the key. See, I was right. I was thinking about that earlier. Grip has the compass, which has both the murder weapon, the other needle, the necklace key needle. There it is. Oh, shit. Here we go. Whoa! Hello! What's up, Johnny Depp? Chapter 7. The Wayward Navigator. Alright. Well, you want to tell us what's up? Whoa, look at him. He looks fucked up. Jeez.
Plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, measure the unmeasurable. A hollow promise, such feats belong not to mortal hands. But after years of fraudulently offering this to others, I began, in earnest, to yearn for it myself. A quiet desire to journey into the unknown, to quantify it. A lifelong coward, I could never convince myself to act on it. I tell myself as an excuse that I never had any kind of opportunity to act on it. Until one day, I did.
Yeah. What presented Grip with an opportunity to act on his desire to journey into the unknown? No, go back.
That's not it.
Which map? Well, the ocean map that he made. Yeah,
Mortuga
of course.
sought me out,
I'm an
sought
idiot.
out my services. Not because we were friends, but simply because I was the one with the skills to interpret that inscrutable map of his. Sensing an opportunity at long last, I refused financial payment for the work. Instead, I asked to be brought along on the ensuing voyage. Mortuga was surprised by the request, but he ultimately agreed to my terms. Such was his desire to interpret the map. The work was done, and so we went. Despite my bold intentions, I mostly found myself sheltering within Felicia's cabin during the voyage. All the while, she and Mortuga stood around on deck looking windswept and heroic, far more at home on the sea than I. Regret reared its head. Regret over inviting myself into their world. From within the cabin, I sat and listened to their conversation. Felicia was telling Mortuga what they were looking for, what they were hoping to find.
What was Felicia ultimately hoping to find on the ocean voyage? Well, the mermaid's tongue.
Did Felicia know what it was before she found it?
Somehow she did. Her description to Mortuga was thus: a mask worn over the head. It facilitates communication with an ancient being of eternal mystery.
The silkworm serpent.
How she worded it.
With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. And here it was. Not a map, not a compass, but a communication device. A translator. Besides knowing what it was, Felicia also knew how to find it. How its location in the ocean would be marked with a wooden buoy that glows with green light. We waited. Night fell. But before long we were indeed signaled by this very light, and the buoy was sighted. Mortuga hauled it up, pulled it all up, right onto the deck. It was heavy, but he was strong.
What heavy thing did Mortuga haul up onto the deck? The cauldron.
The bell and the cauldron locked together to form that single shape. Mortuga went to unlock it by himself, but Felicia cautioned him against it. She warned that it could be dangerous to stand so close, as the mechanism would be surely powerful. And so they unlocked it together, taking a handle each. Felicia took the mermaid's tongue from within the cauldron.
Did it have the coral and the gemstone eyes?
Yes, they were attached.
And what about the necklace?
Felicia had it around her neck.
She'd come prepared, clearly.
Did she use it?
Yes, I watched her do it. She used the necklace key to wind up the mermaid's tongue and placed it over her head. Felicia spoke through the mask.
Sorry, I'm so quiet because I'm so enthralled by this.
The mermaid was summoned. Entranced, I rushed out onto the deck and leaned over the side. Mortuga clambered up to the wheel in an attempt to steer us away from harm. The mermaid reached out and grabbed the wheel.
And Mortuga's right shoulder?
Yes, of course.
His fingerprint mark.
Mortuga held fast, but a portion of the wheel broke off and fell into the ocean. With her other hand, the mermaid grabbed the mast, almost snapping it in two. The ship buckled and I was thrown off the side into the ocean. I was underwater, but I was held in place by a hand, her hand. She was speaking to me, but it was a language which I could not understand. I wanted so much to understand. Sensing the disconnect, she let go. A moment passed. A lifetime. I became vaguely aware that I was about to drown, but I didn't want to leave.
Right.
At this moment, the broken piece from the ship's wheel floated up in front of me. By its intervention, I was reminded of my earthly existence, my life beyond this singular moment. I was overwhelmed with a cowardly desire to return to the surface, to see the sun, to live, to breathe. I grabbed onto the broken wheel and let it carry me up to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
The mermaid was nowhere to be seen. Neither was the dearest Selena.
Wait, the wood from the broken wheel.
It eventually became Cornelius Kane.
It eventually became Cornelius Kane.
Correct. It has been my earthly tether, the feel of the wood in my hand, a tangible reminder of that desire I once felt to live and to breathe.
But what happened? Weren't you stranded in the ocean?
Somehow the currents carried me back to the Silkworm Coast. I took the broken wheel piece back home and fell into a deep sleep. After I awoke, I went looking for Felicia.
Not Mortuga.
No, Felicia.
Felicia had been the one to unlock the cauldron. Felicia had been the one wearing the mermaid's tongue. Yes.
Felicia had been the one wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Correct. Given what I knew of its function, I surmise she may have understood what the mermaid had said to me.
Exactly.
I went to the Stone Top Inn, but Felicia was not there.
No, she'd already
I
left.
searched through the empty building until I came to Mortuga's room. I was encouraged to see that he had at least retained the wooden boy and the iron bell. Mortuga was in his bed, asleep. He looked ill.
Well, no crap. He got grabbed by a giant monster.
I asked him about the mermaid's tongue. What had happened to it? Where was it? At first, Mortuga said nothing. He merely looked at me. He told me that he and Felicia had locked it away in the cauldron and thrown it back into the ocean. He said they'd kept the wooden boy so that nobody else would ever be able to find it, and they'd kept the iron bell so that even if someone was to come across the cauldron, they wouldn't be able to unlock it. I was horrified to learn this. My only chance of summoning and communicating with the mermaid lost beneath the waves. Or so I thought.
Did you ask about the necklace key?
Mortuga hadn't mentioned it, and I did not ask about it. At that time, I simply assumed it had been left in the mouth of the mermaid's tongue and thus would be in the cauldron. I demanded that we take the dearest Selena back out on a second voyage to recover the sunken cauldron. Mortuga said it was impossible. For one, the dearest Selena couldn't recover it from the bottom of the ocean if it was not attached to the boy.
Exactly.
And
that's why he needed a submarine.
Felicia had decommissioned the ship and it was being taken apart at the shipyard. In explanation, Mortuga handed me a folded piece of parchment.
Well, not the scroll. Folded piece of parchment. To explain the fate of the dear Selena. Shit. I mean, the only one that's folded. Hold on. No. Shit. No. Which one is it then? I'm failing to remember right now. Silkworm map, broken compass, newspaper page. Nope. What the fuck? Where is it then?
That's not right.
No. So what is it? It featured a note from Felicia. Wow, I'm really fucking losing it. Right, not this. Where is it then? Sailcloth, illusion poster, submarine blueprint. No. Not this. Pocketbook, open, read. No. Fuck, where is it? I don't remember. My mother finally let me have the map.
Nope.
Not this either, no. Fuck! I don't remember at all!
That's not it. That's not right. That's not it.
Okay. I genuinely am not sure what it's referring to right now, so I need to just go through anything that's written.
Not right. That's not it. That's not
Which is weird. Whoops. Stop. I mean... Oh yeah. That has a note here. I'm dumb.
It had inscribed a note from Felicia. She was to be leaving town immediately. She did not say where she was going. Mortuga told me he had slept through Felicia's parting visit.
Yes, we know this.
Over it. Heartbroken. With a desperate look, he asked me if Felicia had also come to visit me on her way out of town. I told him yes, she had.
So, you lied there.
Mortuga's eyes opened wide. Did she say where she was going?
I must know. I have to know.
I told him yes. Yes. She told me where she was going, and she'd given me the address. His eyes widened further.
Give it to me. I need to know. I'll go after her.
I told him I would, in exchange for the mermaid's tongue.
Yep, there we go.
Mortuga told me again how it was impossible.
There's no way. It's lost. You need to let it go.
I didn't want to hear it. I left the inn still clutching the deeds. I went down to the shipyard and spoke with Donovan Drummond. He had begun taking apart the dearest Selena. I inquired about purchasing Drummond's unused submarine, Seafoam submarine. He told me he would be willing to part with it, but it had never been finished. In order for it to be seaworthy, it would need several new parts that would take a long time to build. However, I was determined to find a solution.
You offered to finish the Seafoam submarine yourself. You offered to buy the dearest Selena instead. You offered to buy both the Seafoam submarine and the dearest Selena.
You offered to buy both the Seafoam submarine and the dearest Selena.
Correct. I suggested we could use parts from the sailing ship to finish the submarine. Drummond merely asked.
Which is why parts of it are made of wood.
Vessels. I showed him the deeds to the Stone Top Inn. He accepted it as payment.
Is the inn really worth as much as 2 vessels?
Perhaps not. But in truth, I think Drummond was glad to have an excuse to part with them. Besides, I knew all too well the allure of a worthy challenge. A chance to put one's skills to their fullest. Indeed, the task of combining the 2 incomplete vessels into a single seaworthy one was highly intriguing to him. And so, it was done.
But if you commissioned it, why was it called the Mortuga submarine? Who painted that on the foredeck?
Drummond did. He didn't want it to say Seafoam any longer. Too many painful memories.
Right.
But why Mortuga and not Grip?
Because Grip told Drummond his name was Mortuga, because Drummond wanted Mortuga to think he owned the submarine, because Grip paid for it with the inn deeds which were in Mortuga's name.
Because Grip paid for it with the inn deeds which were in Mortuga's name.
Right. Drummond assumed I was merely acting as intermediary for Mortuga, the true buyer.
Did you tell Mortuga what you'd done?
I told him of my intention to return to the ocean in a submarine I was having constructed. He wasn't happy about it, but the submarine took months to complete. That was enough time to convince him to come with me and help search for the mermaid's tongue.
He only came with you because you were pretending to know where Felicia had gone, and you were withholding it from him.
Correct.
Yep.
What were you going to do if and when Mortuga realized you'd been lying to him?
It was worth the risk. There was no question of leaving the mermaid's tongue at the bottom of the ocean.
But it wasn't lost in the ocean. Mortuga had it the whole time.
Correct. As I had lied to him, he had lied to me.
Interesting.
Mortuga smuggled the mermaid's tongue onto the submarine before we left. He didn't want to leave it behind, but he didn't want me to know he had it.
Smuggled?
In the black box.
Nope.
No, okay. Which letter explains how Mortuga smuggled the mermaid's tongue? Oh. Oh, crap. Go back. Maybe going on a trip soon on an ocean voyage. Felicia's been trying to get hold of a particular map. She says it will lead to something really strange and interesting. The voyage turned out to be ill-fated. Felicia sold the ship in pursuit of the answers. Yes, so it has to be this. Go to the Stone Top Inn and retrieve the large stone cauldron from the cellar. Conceal amongst your supplies and bring them all on board. Yes.
Mortuga sent me a letter, inviting me to join him on the submarine.
Grip, did you know he'd done that?
Mortuga told me he was going to bring somebody else on board. An old friend, a collector of occult curiosities who might be helpful. But I didn't want anyone to know what we were doing, or what we were looking for. I told Mortuga not to mention me in the letter.
I followed Mortuga's instructions precisely. I arrived in Silkworm and went into the Stone Top Inn, where I found...
Alright, the box was Mariana.
Placed it among my possessions and ventured onto the submarine waiting in the harbor.
We departed. Zephyr thought he and Mortuga were the only two souls on the ship. I stayed hidden for a week, before staging a balloon crash and pretending that Mortuga had rescued me from the ocean. That way I was free to move around the submarine in view of Zephyr, but he could dismiss me as a hapless traveler picked up along the way.
So to begin with, it was just you three.
But it didn't stay like that for long.
It
No.
didn't.
Who came next? Swap the info cards in the correct slots. Click the cards to flip them. Okay, so. Grip stole the mermaid's tongue from the airlock and put it in his cabinet of curiosity. No. Was asked by Mortuga to keep the mermaid's tongue safe in his cabinet of curiosity. Oh, I can move them around. Argued with Mortuga about navigation, resulting in the broken ship wheel. Right. Oh my god, there's a lot of moving around here. Was saved from drowning by Mortuga. Performed a magic act for Mortuga which appeared to make him miserable. Well, this I know belongs to here. Blackmailed Mortuga into relinquishing the captaincy to her. Well, we can't really get that over there. This we know. Commissioned the submarine as a way to search for the mermaid's tongue. Was invited on board to be the resident illusionist. Was invited to work alongside Zephyr in the Dream Chamber, yes. Came across the submarine by pure chance. Was asked to smuggle the mermaid's tongue into the submarine. Was with Mortuga when he opened the black box and discovered the necklace key. Was asked by Mortuga to keep the mermaid's tongue safe in this cabin of curiosity. Stole the mermaid's tongue from the airlock. I don't think he stole it. Was saved from drowning by Mortuga. She's mentioned this. Yes, so far so good. Mortuga wrote a contract which she found after his death and forged a signature. Tagged along with Werman just for fun. Was sent to spy on Werman and report back to his employer. Was hired by Grip to kill Magnus Mortuga. No. Was hired by Mortuga to find information about Felicia Stonetop. Yes. Was sent a letter explaining how to access the Mortuga submarine. Sought out the submarine to reclaim ownership of it. Mortuga wrote a contract for her to sign so that she could become captain. Wrote a contract which she found after his death. Consider using Mortuga's death. Try to convince Werman to kill Marcus Mordoon. Yes.
Nope.
What do you mean? Oh, what's that? So he stole it. I'll be damned. Alright. Brought the black box onto the submarine. Oh, okay, that was me. I misread that. So here we are.
Well, that's about the long and short of it.
No.
What?
You can't leave it like that. You've left them with misconceptions. You should tell them what you know. All of it.
What do you mean?
Misconceptions?
Maybe one or two, yeah.
Even though he did wish to leave the submarine, Mortuga could not accept Tadpole's offer to give up his captaincy to her. Before Mortuga could leave the submarine, he needed to reveal the location of... He needed Godric Grip to reveal... Wait, hold on. Even though he did wish to leave the submarine, Mortuga could not accept Tadpole's offer. Yeah.
He always did think he would make the best captain, and he did want to leave.
But he couldn't. Not without the information he so desired.
Not just that. Since it turned out he had the mermaid's tongue on board the entire time, I don't think he wanted to leave me on the submarine with it. He didn't want me anywhere near it.
He was trying to protect you.
I'm aware.
Okay, so that's... Cynthia became captain because of the command contract. But it has another page we discovered inside. Shit, where was that? Yes, in the bottle. Sought out the submarine to reclaim ownership of it. Mortuga wrote a contract. While it's true that Mortuga did decide to create the command contract after Cynthia showed him the indeeds. No, not the... Yeah, the indeeds. The contract was never intended for Cynthia.
So, who was it for?
Me. Once Mortuga found out the indeeds had been used to pay for the submarine, he realized for the first time that he was its legal owner.
He really hadn't known that before?
No, he'd always assumed I paid for it with my own money. Armed with the new information, Mortuga attempted to use it to control me.
Thus, the command contract.
What exactly was he hoping to achieve?
To strong-arm me into telling him where Felicia had gone, and to cease my search for the mermaid's tongue.
But it didn't work.
Of course not.
Wasn't Mortuga supposed to be paperwork averse? I'm surprised to learn he would try to control someone with a contract.
That's because he learned it from Dirk.
Where would he even get an idea like that?
That's my bad. I ended up telling him all about contracts, you know, what they are, how they work. I guess Mortuga thought if I could be controlled by a contract, maybe someone else could be too.
Right. Werman was lured onto the submarine by the handwritten letter, but it wasn't actually from who he claimed to be from. Magnus Mortuga sent it, hoping to lure Werman onto the submarine. Wait, no. Hold on. Dirk, Vincent, Damien... Yeah. Magnus Mortuga sent it, hoping to lure Werman onto the submarine. He'd hoped Werman might have information about... Felicia Stonetop because Werman's father had been acquainted with her.
Wait, so Mortuga wrote the letter?
Not exactly. It was his idea, but he wasn't one for writing by hand, so he asked me to do it for him.
But why Ibis?
Mortuga didn't want to reveal too much in the letter, so he had the idea to pretend to be a neutral third party. We learned about Ibis from that newspaper page, but it just needed to be someone you would listen to. Honestly, I'm surprised it worked.
Huh. This explains why Mortuga kept asking about my father.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Were you able to tell him anything?
Afraid not. I haven't spoken to my father in years.
Do you think he would have known anything about Felicia? About what happened to her?
It's possible.
Okay. Watching Symmetry perform Lady of the Looking Glass did not make Mortuga miserable. Hold on. The Stargazing Girl, Hex of the Helmsman. The Lady of the Looking Glass? Wait, no. The Stargazing Girl. He was already miserable because he had just found the mourning envelope which informed him that Felicia Stonetop had died.
See? I told you. You didn't make him sad.
He just learned about the death of his beloved friend. What I did, it was...
You didn't know. Symmetry, let it go. Your anguish. That goes for all of you.
Mortuga's actions, his decisions, all motivated by that same singular desire.
It was all in effort to locate Felicia Stonetop.
Her.
Yeah.
Likewise, it transpires that Godric's actions were also motivated by a singular desire.
To commune with the mermaid.
Her. Yeah.
And when they opened the black box and found the mourning envelope, found the necklace key, it all came to an end.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, open it.
Godric, I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you.
I bet it does. I'm to believe the box may contain information on Captain Stonetop.
Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
I'll be the judge of that. There could be anything in there. Listen.
I prefer you not to shake it like that. Besides, it doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
What's all this? A scroll? An envelope?
There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
There we go.
We both know what that is. That's Felicia Stonetop's necklace, isn't it? Isn't it?
Damn.
Our discovery of the necklace precipitated two important conclusions. One, we now possess the key necessary to operate the mermaid's tongue.
In my complacency, I had not even known it was missing, simply assuming it lay within the cauldron. But no, Felicia had taken it away with her, and now, through what twist of fate, it had returned. Which brings me to conclusion 2. The fact that her necklace had been sent to her parents in a black-rimmed envelope attested to us that Felicia Stonetop had died.
Yep.
Even through his burgeoning grief, Mortuga could see in my eyes how I wished to make use of the key. Fearing what ruin might follow should I act, he did what he had always done. He lied. Lied about having the mermaid's tongue on board.
He had your best interest at heart, Godric. We both know this.
However, it was a lie that no longer worked on me, for I had laid eyes upon the truth.
The truth?
About what Mortuga had in the storeroom.
What did Grips see that confirmed Mortuga was keeping the cauldron on the submarine? Well, the bell.
That's not it.
What drawing did Grips see? Oh, right! Because Symmetry drew this, and he realized, oh shit.
Correct.
Yeah.
I had seen Symmetry's drawing of the cauldron.
He asked me to change it. I was going to change it.
So now you had everything you needed. The key, the bell, and the mermaid's tongue itself, albeit locked in the cauldron.
On that note, I had also surmised Mortuga's reason for rigging the iron bell onto a winch above his desk. I concluded that he had set it up this way so that he could unlock the cauldron and access its contents himself.
You think he wanted to use the mermaid's tongue?
You'd like to suggest Mortuga would be immune from such things, hmm?
I concede it may have been an alluring prospect, but actually choosing to act, it displays a dangerous hubris.
Well, maybe he just wanted to be able to get to it, but not actually use it, you know?
Grip, did you actually accuse Mortuga of wanting to open the cauldron? Of wanting to use the mermaid's tongue?
I did, and he flatly denied it, which caused an argument. Truth be told, we were both sick of each other.
Oh, no shit. I wonder why,
He
motherfucker.
attempted to shut me down with cold logic, insisting that it was not possible for one man to simultaneously turn both dials on the iron bell.
Wait, is that true?
No, it is possible.
No, it's possible.
It is, if you have a wingspan like Magnus Mortuga. And I could see in his eyes that he intended to do it.
Well, not to side with Grip here, but he was right. Mortuga did open the cauldron, didn't he?
Perhaps his intention was simply to move the mermaid's tongue to a newly contrived hiding place.
Maybe he was just gonna destroy it.
As he should have done years hence, I might add.
Grimoire, what do you think?
I think he wanted to use the mermaid's tongue. I think he wanted to hide the mermaid's tongue somewhere else. I think he wanted to destroy
I
it.
think he wanted to hide the mermaid's tongue somewhere else.
Whatever the reason, I knew it was only a matter of time. And what's more, following our discussion about the mechanism of the iron bell,
I understood the specific physicality of the task ahead of him.
Physicality?
In order to reach both dials, Mortuga would need to hold his body close against the iron bell.
Yep.
His head, his neck
Would be right at the
up
mechanism. Yep.
against the mechanism.
Overcome with frustration and grief, Mortuga had left the room. He had left me with the necklace key. I felt it in my hand, the metal cold and sharp. I climbed up onto the desk and wedged it into the iron bell around the back so that it would not be seen. At least, not until the mechanism activated.
You're a murderer.
Indeed.
Call me what you will. To me, it was merely insurance against continued deception and greed on Mortuga's part.
Oh, fuck you.
If he indeed decided to keep the mermaid's tongue for himself, if he decided, as he always had, to keep it from me, then it would be his last decision.
The rest you know.
So you planned it as a punishment.
Unlocked a cauldron and was killed by the blade of the necklace key.
I tilted the submarine in order to claim the eyeball key, which granted me access to the captain's cabin and a path into the storeroom from above. I took the mermaid's tongue from the unlocked cauldron.
And then you went up to the aft deck and used it, didn't you?
I tried to, but you stopped me.
Yeah, she came on through the ore.
Tadpole then dove into the ocean and collected the pieces.
Including the coral and the gemstone eyes, which she kept for herself.
Yeah. As for the mask itself, I just left it in my room.
And I took it when I later visited the room to collect hex from the dome tank.
Wow, you're admitting it, huh?
I admit I moved it to a more secure location, ultimately a wise decision, wouldn't you say?
Except, it's not there anymore, is it? It's right here.
It's dark.
Grip turned off the lights.
Someone grab him!
Yep, he stole it. He's going for it. Motherfucker.
Let's stay where we are for now. The mermaid's tongue, it's gone.
He took it. He must have.
He can't have gone up to the foredeck. It's still locked.
That means he went to
What
the
about
aft
the
deck.
aft deck?
Let's go. Maybe we can catch him.
Oh, now they're actually like running. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh shit, here we go. Oh shit, what's gonna happen? There he is. Oh my god. Yeah, he does look terrifying like this.
He's wearing it.
Oh, he has the thumbprint too.
I don't...
Grip? Are you...
Well, he's speaking the mermaid's tongue.
What?
Wait, where's he going? What's he gonna do? Should we follow him? I don't...
What's that on the floor?
It's the compass.
He fixed it.
So where's it going now?
What's he gonna do? Should we follow him?
He's locked the door.
Can you see him through the window?
Hold on, hold on. Let me read that. Where's the compass? Here it is. Momentarily overwhelmed, compass fixed by Godric grip for customer Cynthia Seafoam. Costly. I read this ages ago though. What are you talking about? Whatever. Look through the window.
Can you see him through?
Wow. Oh my god. Jeez.
This is bad. The pressure change, it's too sudden. The submarine's not...
Wait, what's that?
The radios.
It's fine, just stick. It was too fast.
It must be coming from the control room.
Let's go.
Yep.
We're being held down. We need to resurface.
The submarine can't take it. The controls are going crazy.
Oh shit.
Wait.
There she is. She took him. What is she saying?
What did she...
She's gone.
And up we go. What the fuck?
She let us go.
Remarkable.
Let's just head back to Silkworm, shall we? Get everyone off this submarine.
And, Silkworm would be which way?
We got moved. I don't know where we are. No stars, no moon. I don't know which way north is.
Good thing I have a compass. I fixed one.
He fixed it.
Yeah. He was trying to get us to go back. Or at least giving us a way to come back after he got what he wanted. Holy shit, dude. This is kind of nuts.
I don't know about you, but I thought that was all very interesting.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
You must be pleased. You've come away with a new story to tell around the campfire.
Quite right.
I'm not sure it would be wise to tell too many people.
No, don't worry. I'll change all your names to protect your privacy.
Oh, gee,
What
thanks.
are you going to change my name to?
Detective Galathorn.
Wow, I love it.
That's not
I'm
bad.
almost afraid to ask.
Sybil.
Yep, this conversation is over.
Alright, let's talk to everyone.
Catching up on your text messages?
0 missed calls. Can you believe that? 0.
Devastating.
Not even from Vanderpeer?
I'm writing him a message now, giving him the deets. A very selective version of the deets.
Smart.
Easily one of the strangest days of my life.
That's putting it mildly, my guy.
It's in the top 5, at least.
What are you going to do now?
So far, the only thing I've decided on is to go home and have a bath.
A bath? You haven't had enough being submerged in water for one day?
Okay, maybe a shower.
You okay, Cynthia?
She's still processing.
Of course. We all are.
That, and we've just been to tell her stepfather that we're leaving Silkworm.
Oh? Where are you headed?
We, haven't worked that out yet.
I know a place you could go.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a couple friends you could stay with.
Are we talking about Poppy and Fifi?
I'll write down the address for you.
Oh, thank you.
That's super cool if that's the case. Where the fuck? Where did Tadpole go?
Are you okay?
Yeah. You?
Somehow, yeah. That was the weirdest submarine I've ever been on.
And the last?
And the last. Is everyone okay?
I guess so, huh?
Fit as a fiddle.
Oh, sure. Just had my human perspective permanently and irrevocably shifted, but hey, what's new?
But what about Grip? Did he die or what?
I don't know.
I don't know. But he made his choice. I really don't think it would do us any good to worry about it.
Sally, did you write down that address for us?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Just writing something on the back to help you out.
Oh, like instructions?
Kinda, yeah.
You know, I really must be off.
Ah, come on. You've got nowhere to be.
You're quite right. Nowhere is precisely where I need to be, and I'm rather in a hurry to get there.
All right, that was pretty good. I'll let that slide.
And, Tadpole and Zephyr stayed on the submarine?
Yeah.
Are they gonna rename it?
Of course not. You've got to keep the Mortuga name. It's like his fingerprint on history.
You say that, but by all accounts, he actually didn't like the submarine very much.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
It wasn't his choice to be there. He spent all his time trying to work out how to leave.
Well, yes, all right. I can see that.
I'd say his fingerprint is right here. It's all of you. It's Symmetry, it's Cynthia, Tadpole, Zephyr, everyone he was kind to, everyone he helped.
Dude, that's real.
But what about the mermaid's tongue?
What about it?
Well, we still don't really know anything about it. How it works, who made it.
Good.
What?
It's good that we don't know. It's right. The mermaid's tongue is a shameless shortcut, a trap for the impatient and the dissolute.
But you don't want to know what the mermaid said?
Oh, I want to know. But as I stand before you
Yeah.
I can't know. You understand? That's just
the way it's meant to be.
Yeah, we're not meant to fuck with this stuff. Oh, we're just gonna stop there? Wow, I wanted to at least talk to Zephyr and Tadpole. God damn. What a game. Okay, so this went way hard. Oh, wait. Werman announced he wasn't going to write the sequel to his novel. Dirk was subsequently released from his contract with Wit and Whimsy. Oh man, we're doing Where Are They Now? Awesome. Mariana Moon, avoiding all questions about where she was headed, simply disappeared over the horizon. Madame Tadpole became captain of the Mortuga submarine. Dr. Zephyr stayed on board to continue his research, newly inspired by what he'd witnessed. Yeah, no crap. And let's see where they moved.
Is this the address Sally wrote down?
Yeah, it must be. She wrote something on the back, too.
Oh yeah, what was that? Instructions?
It's a little poem. You should read it.
Me? You're the poet.
No, you read it.
Okay. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tethers slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
I think I know who lives in there. Damn! What a fucking game. So, this went way harder on the whole supernatural element that the series has had. I mean, it's been a thing since Secret of the Swamp, obviously. Because, you know... there was this thing... Yeah, there they are. Awesome. Like, Boggy was real. That was revealed in the beginning. And we have this group of people who hunt mystics. Of which it appears that Cynthia's mother was a part, or at least knew of. Man, this was quite a different beast from the other ones. I don't even know what to say at this point. It was way longer too. Like, how long have I been recording? Like 9 hours, 10 hours? Damn. I don't even know what to say. I had such a blast with these. These characters are so amazing, like in the other games. It's so fun to piece the clues together, even if occasionally I find myself frustrated. I still think that noteboard puzzle where, you know, you had to arrange everyone in their rooms. I still think that was dumb and didn't make any sense. But for the most part, this was a brain teaser of just the right kind. What an amazing series this is. I wonder if they have more games in mind for this. Clearly they take ages to make when you do, but holy shit. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have a lot of editing to do. And see you in another game. Thanks to SFB Games, by the way. Not because they in any way said these to me, but just for making cool shit. These games, Crow Country, I know they also made, I believe it was Snipper Clips, and Haunt the House, which I never played. These guys make some good stuff, man. Go play their games. But anyway, yeah. See ya. Bye.